In this video, we're going to talk about how to lose menopausal weight. Now, I'm not sure if you've already packed on the pounds and you want to lose menopausal weight, but here's the thing. We're going to talk about at least 3 amazing strategies to support you in losing menopausal weight coming up next. Hi, my name is Dr. Lisa Lewis. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I'm an acupuncturist. I'm a wellness expert. I just love talking about hormone imbalance and how to get everything back into balance, and especially how to lose weight. So let's start with the biggie. The diet change. So important to change how we eat, not just what we eat. So because we don't need as many calories, it's really important to shift out of a high carb diet and down to a low carb, or what I do is a ketogenic diet. It's also important to know that since your body isn't metabolizing and using carbs in the same way, that the type of carb you eat is just as important as the number of carbs you eat. So you want to remove the starchy carbs, the potatoes and the breads and all the things that everybody craves. You got to remove those carbs. Also, you want to remove all those high sugary carbs. So like the junk food, a lot of the cakes and the pies. And listen, if you're ketogenic, then you can still eat some of those foods, but you're going to switch out the carbs. You're going to switch out like the flour for almond flour, and you're going to switch out the sugar for the white sugar for monk fruit. And you'll still be able to enjoy certain recipes, but you'll just learn to prepare them differently. The other important factor for diet is the number of calories, because again, we talked about the fact that your body is producing more fat and is breaking down all that muscle, and it's starting to accumulate in the midsection, in the hips, and it's actually pulling the fat off of the thighs and off of the buttocks and the hips and depositing it around the midsection. So it's important to know that the amount of protein that you need to eat also needs to maintain, I'm not going to say a high protein diet, a moderate protein, but the types of proteins you want to eat are important as well. So a lot of people tend to eat more carbs and less protein, and so those lean proteins are so important. The fish, right? Especially the cold water fish like salmon, halibut, cod, mackerel, because they also have the good fats. And remember, I don't know if you listened to the previous video, but we're not getting rid of fats. Fat is not bad. The amount of fat and the type of fats you eat, we need to adjust. But fat is not bad. So no foods that say no fat or low fat. If it's supposed to have fat in it, then don't substitute for a low fat food. Then it's got all these chemicals and more sugars in it, and it's got a whole lot more foods that things that our bodies just can't metabolize, can't break down. So you're going to continue to eat fat, healthy fat, but you're going to eat lean protein. So lean red meats. I like buffalo personally. It's pretty lean and it's good. But you're not going to eat a ton of it. You're going to eat maybe 1 to 2 servings a day, but you don't need protein with every meal. You just need enough to be able to maintain your muscle mass. As well, you're going to reduce your calorie count, because again, you don't need as many calories because your body's starting to change that protein into fat. So your body doesn't need as many calories to maintain it if it's got more fat on it. So the important thing is to know that the way that I solve that is with intermittent fasting. So instead of me trying to eat a smaller breakfast and a smaller lunch and a smaller dinner, I've just trained myself, especially since I've been following more of a ketogenic diet, or somewhat of a modified ketogenic diet. I just trained myself to do the 16-8 method of intermittent fasting, where I eat for 8 hours a day and I fast for 16. So essentially, at night, I try and eat my last meal, say around 6:30, 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30. And then I don't eat again until lunch. Now, that doesn't mean that I completely skip breakfast. I can have broths, juices, like a mild smoothie, but that doesn't have a lot of calories. I would have maybe a bone broth. I always drink my detox drink, my morning detox drink that has water, apple cider vinegar, lemon, and a little pinch of cayenne. So you can still have something. You can still have some calories, just not that much. And you're still hydrating because, again, you're drinking water all day. So that's also contributing to making you, feel a little, satiety, making sure you feel full. So it's not that from 7 p.m. to 1 or 12 o'clock noon, you're not eating anything. You can still have teas. You can still, as long as you're not putting, sugars and stuff like that in it. And you can still have those really mild liquid broths and things of that nature. You can still have that, but you're just not eating your significant meal until lunch and then dinner. And that way you can spread your calories through those 2 meals as opposed to spreading your calories throughout 3 meals a day. I have a gift for you in the description that really helps you to understand more about your hormones and ways to understand how to best improve your hormone function, like really 3 amazing specific strategies that you can implement immediately to boost your hormones and to help you to lose menopausal weight gain. And you can just click the link, download it below. Also, don't forget, subscribe, because we're going to have tons more videos coming out, not just about hormonal imbalance and weight gain, but about anything and everything holistic. If you have any topics that you'd like for me to cover, put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to make videos about any topics that are of interest to you. And remember that menopausal weight gain is not something you need to suffer from. There are so many amazing things that you can do to prevent it, but also to lose weight if you've already suffered, if you're suffering right now from hormonal imbalance and menopausal weight gain. So try some of these strategies, and I look forward to hearing your comment. Take care.